Tonight, two teams that like to score out of half-court sets. And Brent, on that subject, we often talk about the playoffs coming down to great half-court execution. Why do you think that is?
It comes down to preparation, Kevin. You watch so much film. You have several days to prepare for a team that you saw, more than likely 3 or 4 times during the season. And then all of a sudden they're in front of you. As the series goes on, it starts to become less and less about turnovers and missed shots. There's a lot of predictability once you get into the playoffs, and it's about who can make the fewest mistakes. They're normally going to win the series.
That's a great answer. A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. Collins is out there with Prince. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Taylor in at the point guard position. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. That's a 2 from Lee. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Dragic with it. Johnson sets the screen for Dragic. Collins against Johnson. Makes it off the glass. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Taylor kicks to Dedmon. He feeds it to Lee. Prince against Johnson. Shot off the screen. Here's Collins. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. They get Hassan Whiteside. The Hawks shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. And one thing that's a constant for Atlanta, great activity defensively.
Well, there's a system offensively for the Hawks, but there is a system of rules for them also defensively. So they did a good job of being in good position, setting themselves up to defend plays, to get steals and deflections and draw charges. And they did a great job last year with the addition of Dwight Howard being a better rebounding team. It's something they need to try to hang their hat on this year as well.
And Greg, you hear about the competitive culture that this Miami Heat franchise has.
Yeah, and that doesn't always work for some teams, but it works for the Heat. This group will push each other all the time to be the best they can be. The practices have a feel of game-level intensity.
Dedmon using his size on the inside, and the defense trying to do their best to keep him away from the basket. Not that time.
Johnson the screen. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Dragic against Taylor. Puts it up from 12. Taylor with the rebound. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lee left side. Prince outside. Collins a screen on Richardson. Here's Prince. That one doesn't go. And Miami the other way now. And on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Mike Budenholzer and I got a chance to talk for a bit. He knows they're up against the team that plays best when it can get to the front of the rim. So the #1 concern defensively is coming over to help to cut off drives and cutting down all lanes to the hoop. Kevin will see who imposes their will upon the other.
Thank you, David. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, 2 on the clock. Johnson against Lee. Over Johnson. And the shot falls short this time. The Heat trail by 3. Up top, Dragic. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Lee outside. And it's blocked by Whiteside.
As soon as Whiteside positions himself, he just spikes that one away. It's like he's playing beach volleyball.
The putback. The Hawks leading by 3. Over in the corner, Lee. Off target with his 3. For Miami, they've gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Johnson.
Well, once the ball gets to Whiteside that close to the basket, he knows what to do with it.
Taylor kicks to Dedmon. Picked by Lee. Taylor passes to Prince. Here's the screen. And a wide open look for Lee. Lee with another miss.
You got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
This is to Johnson. Whiteside a screen. Here's Richardson, and it's Richardson slamming it down.
Just a tiny bit of room there for Josh Richardson. And once the screen gives him that, it's golden.
Taylor against Whiteside. Shot by Taylor, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Taylor against Dragic. And here's Whiteside. Whiteside, Dragic. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Dragic has got his first basket.
Yeah, Dragic is a solid shooter, especially from the mid-range area on the floor.
There's the pick. Out left to the wing. Taylor against Dragic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
The Heat story last year was about some kind of rekindling. At the beginning of the year, really struggling. And then all of a sudden, they just burst into flames. They were right in the playoff hunt after the All-Star break. An incredible turnaround for Eric Spoelstra and his staff.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Collins. And the Heat last season, winning 30 of their final 41 games of the season. They would finish, Brent, at 500, but they had to work to get there.
Amazing to think that even with that turnaround, maybe just one game could have made the difference for the Heat getting into the playoffs. It ended up becoming Chicago as the 8th seed, and they beat the Heat 2 times last year. Slight change in the Hawks in terms of the front office responsibilities, as Coach Mike Budenholzer had been running the show, but he relinquished those responsibilities as Travis Schlenk came from the Golden State Warriors to head up the general manager's position.
Right side, no good.
Credit the defense, wisely avoiding fouling the shooter. Don't want to give up a personal there, and he made him attempt a difficult layup.
Takes the 13-footer, and he drops that one in. And Brent, do you like the move for the Hawks, bringing in a new head of basketball operations?
Well, I think Mike Budenholzer, you could see in his reaction to them hiring a new general manager that he was just fine with that. He's a coach. That's all he wants to do is coach. Now he's going to have a chance to coach.
Johnson can't hit.
Wow, just in shock that he missed that layup. Not a lot of defense there.
Here's Prince. Misses off the right iron. Miami trailing. Jacks up a 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Dragic against Taylor. Inside, Dedmon. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Now, Dedmon's a great athlete and bringing some verticality on the offensive end.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Taylor against Dragic. Jumper off the screen. Taylor's shot, good. Now it's a 5-point Atlanta lead.
And just enough wiggle room to get off his shot.
Tremendous focus with the bigger guy all over him. It speaks to the toughness he has down there.
Here's Johnson. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Credit to Whiteside on the screen there. He really frees up the look for his teammate.
Passes it to Collins. Back to Taylor. This one for 3. And it's Miami with the rebound. Johnson outside. Pass to Johnson. Over Collins. Johnson's shot is off. Atlanta leading by 3. From deep, Prince. There we go. Now in the scoring column with that make, he is 1 for 4.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
Right side a screen. Dragic kicks to Richardson. Lee against Johnson. Poke loose. Taylor against Dragic. Feeds to Dedmon. Lee kicks to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Pass to Lee. The dish to Dedmon. 6 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. No good from outside. The Heat trail by 6. Richardson dishes to Dragic. Johnson sets the screen for Dragic. He kicks it to Johnson. Got a piece of it, but they get it back. Right side a screen. There's the 3. The shot by Johnson, no good. And here's Atlanta. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Taylor against Dragic. Over Taylor. Miami no good on that time either.
Yeah, his shot just doesn't seem to be synced up right now. Here's hoping he finds it soon because his team is really going to need that production tonight.
And the pass to Dedmon. Prince outside. Collins a screen on Johnson. Here's Prince. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Prince has got 5 now.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. So, Brent, we often talk about role players who give 100% effort every minute they're on the floor. Which stars have the highest motors right now, in your opinion?
Wow, a lot of guys play with a lot of fire, Kevin. I'm thinking about Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, the workload that he has for the Toronto Raptors. Little guys like Kemba Walker and Isaiah Thomas. But maybe the 2 guys most prevalent, Chris Paul and then DeMarcus Cousins. And maybe that motor sometimes sputters a little bit, but the motor is still there.
You know what? Of all the qualities a player may have, and I don't even know if a motor or effort is a skill, it seems like it's becoming something that's rattled off very quickly by scouts and coaches. Yeah, he gives great effort. It's as if he's saying, yeah, he's got a great shot, or he's a terrific defender. They act like it's a skill.
Yeah, you think about it, Kevin, what that's doing is defining the fact that there are some guys in the league who don't do it. So when you have a guy who does it constantly, that's what makes him stand out.
And some changes here for the Heat. Olynyk, he's checked in for Whiteside. Justice Winslow comes in for Josh Richardson. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Tyler Johnson. Wade passes to Johnson. Shot to stop the drought. And the layup is good. 6 points for him.
Just a great attack mentality. Got right through the defense to finish strong inside.
Maggette kicks to Muscala. To the inside. Good D by Johnson. The Heat trail by 6. Dragic left side. Nice D from Maggette.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter. Here's
Bembry, covered by Winslow. Bembry kicks to Muscala. Now here's Winslow. D right on him. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Some basketball smarts from Winslow there. He rises up with ease when the D is not right on him.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Maggette kicks to Plumlee. Maggette outside. Plumlee dishes to Maggette. Now the feed to Dorsey. They set the pick. Here's Bembry. Rebound by Olynyk.
Well executed. Great rhythm. You've got to finish that one.
Well, it's like Thanksgiving out there, carving out space off the screen. Just couldn't complete the play.
Dorsey passes to Maggette. And Plumlee kicks to Bembry. Muscala gets the bucket. And the Hawks lead by 6.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Wade. Not a lot of room. Screen by Olynyk. Wade dishes to Winslow. They get it again. Johnson. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Johnson's got 8.
This is where you got to put a body on the guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Hawks on top, up by 4. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And forward James Johnson battled his way back into the league after some stints abroad. He talked about his approach to the game.
I play the game how it's supposed to be played. I play offense, I play defense, I rebound, steals, blocks. You know, I'm pretty much that guy who likes to work hard and don't want anybody to beat him out, you know, except the challenge.
That's exactly the kind of hard-nosed, old-school attitude that coaches just love.
Kevin, and so do his teammates. I mean, a guy like that brings out the best in everybody on that team. They just kind of feed off of his effort and desire.
And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
Yeah, so that disruption is helping out because it's leading to some easy chances on the other end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for Atlanta, Muscala and Plumlee the bigs. And it's Dorsey in a shooting guard. That's good from Muscala. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Hawks known for their equal opportunity drive and kick offensive style. But Greg, their three-point shooting percentage has cratered the last few seasons.
Yeah, and the way the league is going, that's something they'll have to fix. The free throw line, also an issue for this group. It's clear they're in search of more shooting.
Wade passes to Olynyk. There's Winslow, and so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, that's using your noodle there by Winslow, finding a way to give the defense no choice but to send him to the free throw line.
And Justice Winslow, a player who's good in some areas on offense, too.
Well, if 30% of your offense, and this is for Justice Winslow, is going to come outside of the 16-foot range, he's got to become a lot more effective in that area. It could be about shot selection, but certainly it's about putting in the work over the summer to become a more capable shooter.
That's good from Winslow. Ray, you played all 4 years in college after redshirting your freshman season. What kind of advantage, as you look back on that, do you think it gave you, if any, in preparing for the pressures in the style of the NBA.
I don't know so much, Kevin, if it gave me an advantage with regards to the pressures of the league, but certainly with regards to the physicality of the league, it's something that I desperately needed. Just a late developer, a late bloomer. I think I was about 175 pounds when I went off to college. Not a preferential playing weight for the NBA, so I needed that year just in terms of the maturity of what I needed physically.
Wade kicks to Olynyk.
Yeah, and Olynyk up and down at the free throw line early in his career, but with his touch, he's bound to become more consistent.
The Heat shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
That free throw, no good.
You watch the Heat play, you watch their young athletes, and you think about the conditioning of all of their players. Allegedly, they have one of the toughest practice regimens in the league. I don't think guys get too fired up about their training camps, but certainly pays off throughout the course of the season.
So he comes up empty at the line.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Heat trail by 5. And for the Heat, Brent, as bad as the workouts might be, the payoff is there.
Yeah, it's always amazing how many former Heat players talk about going down there and getting ground down. And if you're getting ground down in just a workout, what the heck are the practices like? So this is not a franchise or a team that's for everybody in the league, but that's what the Heat do. They sift through those kind of guys and then find out what Miami Heat players are out there and available, and then they bring those guys in.
And Dorsey kicks to Maggette. There's the pick. Passes to Bembry. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Bembry, covered by Winslow. Dishes it to Muscala. Buries it from three-point range. Muscala's got 5 points in the quarter.
A tough matchup for the smaller defender there. Just shot right over the top without thinking twice.
Screen by Olynyk. Here's Dragic from outside. Bembry with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 4. The jump hook. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Miami called for the foul.
And the Hawks in the last couple seasons with some roster turnover, established veterans departing, and now with Millsap leaving, they have embraced a complete rebuild.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
And the first one drops. And the Hawks traded Howard and lost Paul Millsap in short time. So the rebuild, it would appear, is on for Atlanta.
Yeah, and it seems like they feel good with how they've approached it. You know, you got to commit to turning things over and starting anew. And the Hawks have taken the first steps to building towards the future.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. The Heat trail by 5. Outside Dragic. Kicks to Wade. Heat moving the ball around. He dishes it to Dragic. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Winslow's got 7 points in the game. Maggette kicks to Plumlee. Pass to Maggette. Here's Bembry. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Bembry with the floater. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
One shot, gentlemen.
Brent, you have 2 championship rings. Some guys would kill for 1. Talk about a season where you thought you would capture a title, but for some reason it just wasn't meant to be.
It's interesting, after the 2005 championship in San Antonio, coming back in 2006, I thought we were destined to get the job done that very next year. And it's funny how slight the difference is between a championship season and just a contending season, Kevin. An injury, a bounce, a foul, a free throw. It makes you appreciate the fragility of what a championship season is all about.
Well said. Here's Dorsey. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Winslow dishes to Wade. Winslow setting the pick for Wade. Ellington kicks to Olynyk. He feeds it to Ellington. They set the screen. There's Dragic with the 3. The shot that time not on target. And Atlanta will come the other way. Dorsey passes to Plumlee. Here's Muscala. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
No excuse for him not drilling that one there. The defense was nowhere to be found. Maybe he could have taken a little more time.
Now here's Ellington. He's guarded closely. Outside Dragic. Feeds it to Wade. The Heat need to get a shot off. Winslow's shot is off. The Hawks leading by 8. Now here is Maggette out to the wing. Here's Bembry. His 3-pointers off the mark. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now they need a basket.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And it's 9 points for Justice Winslow. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now the dish to Maggette, and it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
The Heat making a switch here. Whiteside's checked in. Now Taylor, Prince outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at him, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
And there are a lot of things to like about Hassan Whiteside's game, but one is his focus on his ability to rebound.
Well, so many nights where you look at the stat sheet and Whiteside collecting 15, 18, 20 rebounds. That is a guy who's dominating the glass, and that can give you confidence as a defender that your big man is going to take care of any miss.
And the first one at the line is good.
And you know, normally when you look at a guy like Whiteside with the field goal percentage and all, you'd think it's all about dunks. But I tell you what, he's improved his entire repertoire of scoring options near the rim. And now he's even showing that he can step out and knock down that little face-up 15-footer.
Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. Tyler Johnson comes in for Dwayne Wade. Whiteside earlier in his career didn't have as many options to score, but Greg, he's been very conscious of keeping that improvement of his game, and especially on the offensive end.
And Whiteside has been self-motivated since he's come back to the NBA. He's got the great length. He gets the hooks. He's got that baby hook up over the defenders, the soft shooting touch, and he just continues to improve offensively, all the while still being a force on the defensive side of the floor.
And Josh Richardson continuing to develop his overall game, has such good height at the 2-guard spot.
Miami shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. The first free throw is good.
Tough for Josh Richardson last year to get some consistent play due to injuries that just sort of took him off track, but it definitely slowed up what was looking like a very encouraging sophomore season and still has a bright future ahead of him.
And so he hits both. And despite the injury-riddled season last year, you can see what Richardson provides to a team when he is healthy and when he's ready to go. Solid wing player.
Well, they love Richardson coming out of college as a guy who could play flat-out defense on the wing. And then all of a sudden, he stepped up in some big moments 2 years ago and started draining three-point shots. So they feel like they've got a perimeter player in Richardson that's going to make that kind of progression and have that kind of consistency for them in the next few years. Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
The free throw drops for Lee. And both free throws good for Lee.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Now here's Ellington, covered by Lee. Right side a screen. Johnson against Taylor. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Whiteside. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
Well, when it comes to collecting rebounds, Hassan Whiteside is one of the best in the league. Outstanding job creating a second chance opportunity and getting the shot to go.
Taylor with the ball. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Johnson, he's checked in for Wayne Ellington. Miami's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Johnson dishes to Whiteside. Back to Johnson. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And Tyler Johnson with some creative play there. Knows how to get inside there, using the angle, the body. Finishes that one with ease.
There's the screen. Prince misses.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
Johnson the screen. Richardson against Lee. Johnson kicks to Winslow. Heat moving the ball around. Right side. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Atlanta's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Dedmon. He's covered by Whiteside. Tries from 7. Goes back up. Shot's good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 6 points.
Dedmon using his length that time on the offensive end.
Pass to Richardson. Johnson the screen. Richardson kicks to Johnson. Prince with the defensive effort. The Hawks leading. Over in the corner, Lee bangs home the trifecta. Lee's got 5 points now in the quarter. The Heat have gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Lee with the steal. Down low, stolen by Winslow. A shot by Taylor, no good. The Heat shooting around 43% from the floor in the second quarter. Miami no good on that time either. Atlanta leading by 5. And here is Prince. 5 points in the game. Right side, Lee. The pass to Prince. Clock at 6. Dedmon dishes to Lee. Prince outside for the 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Prince has got the lead up to 8 now for the Hawks.
The defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Here's Whiteside, and it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I just really like how Tyler distributes the basketball, skilled at quickly getting the ball over to the open man.
Here's Taylor. Here's Dedmon. Here's Collins. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And without looking at the scoreboard, you think they were the team trailing and trying to fight their way back.
On the wing, Johnson. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. James Johnson, the journeyman forward, the kind of player that can eat up minutes at either forward position, Brent, and just do whatever he has to do to contribute to the team on offense.
Again, one of the guys who last year benefited from an incredible run from the teammates around him, and his skills were on full display. At his size, puts the ball down, shoots the 3, goes in and will dunk on somebody. Played with incredible aggressive mindset last year and became a candidate for one of the league's most improved players.
And that one falls for Johnson. He's off on the second.
I don't think anybody around the league does this, but a lot of fans do. Erik Spoelstra won 2 championships while in Miami as the head coach of the Heat. Of course, he had the big 3, but he was the one that orchestrated and got those guys to work things out to become title contenders for the years they were together.
And they pick up 2.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Taylor kicks to Dedmon. Prince outside. Off target from 3-point range. And Brett, I was looking up what you said about Spoelstra and his multiple NBA titles. Less than 15 coaches ever have done that.
I mean, you're an incredibly special coach to be on that kind of list, and you feel like Erik Spoelstra doesn't quite get the recognition from the general NBA public, certainly amongst the coaching ranks. These guys look at what Erik Spoelstra was able to do with that roster and marvel at the young guys' efforts and exploits during that time.
The Heat have hit 6 free throws in 10 attempts. That free throw missing. And he sinks the second. So it's the Hawks now. They lead by 4. Taylor kicks to Dedmon. Winslow against Prince. Just 5 on the clock. And he overshot that one, missing.
He's still looking for his shot. Somehow they're winning, but they'd like to get him going.
Winslow scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Winslow's jumper coming along, a great sign for the organization to see his improvement.
The feed now to Dedmon. To the paint. Collins passes to Lee. The Hawks again can't hit. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Miami. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Right side a screen. There's Winslow. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Taylor dishes to Collins. Over Johnson. That misses. Would have counted had it gone in. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Hawks lead by 2. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying, just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny Smith. A competitive matchup for Atlanta in the first quarter. They never trailed by more than 3 points, and it was neck and neck the entire period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. Kenny, what was your take on Atlanta?
Well, there was a big spark from the bench in the first half. Sometimes you're hoping for your reserves to come in and just hold court, but they didn't do that. They actually got better.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Well, as we know, it's always a good idea to pound the ball into the paint. So many defensive game plans are focused just on stopping the three. When you hurt a team down low, they got to react. That allows you to play inside out. Trust me, I have the blueprint. I own the blueprint. I created the blueprint. Inside, kick it back out, shoot the three. Rick Fox, B. Shaw, and big shot, Bob for three. The crowd go crazy. I know you remember that, Ernie.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
A shot of American Airlines Arena in the lights of Miami, Florida. Welcome back, everyone, to the action here. And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. We're seeing a tremendous game from James Johnson.
Yeah, on the cut, off the dribble, he is a factor, and we saw that in the first half.
Coaches talk about having slashers on the team, and this is what they do. They get into the heart of the defense. They force difficult rotations. He's been tough to contain.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. The Hawks leading. They've got James Johnson. Dragic is out there with Johnson. Then there's Whiteside, and it's Richardson in at the three, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Collins, a screen on Johnson. Prince kicks to Collins. That one goes. Count it. Collins has got the first points to start out the third quarter for Atlanta. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Over Taylor. No good from Dragic. The Hawks leading by 4. Prince kicks to Dedmon. Here's Taylor. No good with the triple.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Back to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the three. The Hawks shooting a meager 37% for the game. Lee against Johnson. Lee kicks to Collins. Now here's Dragic, the fast break opportunity from 17 feet out, and the basket is good. Dragic has got 6 points.
Superb confidence from Dragic there to go with the pull-up jump shot on that play.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Now here's Taylor. Here's Dedmon over Whiteside. That one off the back iron and out.
Shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
From deep, Richardson, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. He has 7.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Pass to Collins. Prince outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. And the Hawks lead by 2. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Johnson the screen. Dragic against Taylor. Count that bucket.
Terrific patience around the paint area from Dragic there. Calmly knocks one down from the interior.
Taylor kicks to Lee. Dedmon passes to Taylor. Dishes it to Lee. Prince against Richardson. Shot clock at 6. It's Prince on the wing. He's got 11.
Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
Richardson dishes to Dragic. Right side a screen. Dragic the pass to Johnson. Whiteside a screen on Lee. Johnson kicks to Whiteside. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
A great job by Whiteside there to get himself to the free throw line so he could knock that one down.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And you know, you'll take what he can give you from the free throw line. Looking at his numbers, just really not one of his strengths. Shooting in the low 60s last season.
Shooting 2.
Free throw, good. Whiteside.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Kelly Olynyk checked in for Johnson. Ellington comes in for Richardson. And Dwayne Wade is subbed in for Tyler Johnson. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
And you can sense that the pressure might have gotten to him a little bit, but he did do enough to put them in the lead.
Moghetti dishes to Plumlee. Here's Bembry. Ellington defending. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Hawks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And he makes the first. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Miami with the ball. They trail by 1. Dragic kicks to Whiteside. And here are the Heat now. And Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Dorsey. Pass to Bembry. He kicks to Moghetti. Plumlee sets the pick for Moghetti. And stolen by Whiteside. Now here's Ellington. Defense right on him.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Here's Wade. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And there's the foul. It's on Dwayne Dedmon. That is his first foul of the game.
Now, Coach Budenholzer comes from a basketball family. His father coached for over 20 years. It feels like he was just born into it. Definitely what many would consider a coaching lifer.
Right side a screen. 6 on the shot clock. From the line. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. And the Heat lead by 1. And Mike Budenholzer winning Coach of the Year in the league in 2015, leading the Hawks to 60 wins.
Well, that was the most wins in franchise history, and an amazing collective effort from the Atlanta Hawks that year. No doubt a high water mark that he's hoping to surpass in the next couple of seasons and become elite in the Eastern Conference.
Dragic kicks to Wade. Shoots over Dorsey. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. And that one's good by Maggette. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Now Ellington. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Wade, good.
And the mid-range jump shot is something Dwayne Wade has really perfected throughout his career.
Kicks to Dorsey. Back to Maggette. Plumlee sets the pick for Maggette. He dishes it to Dedmon. Plumlee with the screen. Bembry the pass to Plumlee, and it's blocked by Whiteside. A floater. Wade misses. The Hawks trailing. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. The Hawks making a switch here. Muscala's checked in. Here's Bembry. Ellington defending. Bembry kicks to Plumlee. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Plumlee's got his first points in this one. The Heat have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Feeds it to Wade. Over Dorsey. Again, Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 6 in the quarter. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ball game.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Here's the screen. Right wing. Muscala dishes to Maggette, and Kelly Olynyk is going to pick up the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for the Heat. Atlanta with the ball. Hawks passing it around. Bembry kicks to Dorsey. Plumlee the pass to Dorsey. Just 4 to shoot. This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
Wade dishes to Winslow. Winslow is screen on Maggette. Pass to Ellington. He feeds it to Olynyk. He kicks to Dragic. Fires from deep. Olynyk can't hit. For Atlanta, they've gone a somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. And Plumlee kicks to Bembry.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's how you attack. Wow. Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Taken away. The dish to Muscala. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Wade kicks to Winslow. Outside Dragic. Winslow setting the pick for Dragic. Here's Dragic. He's got 8 to the middle. Looking for Winslow. He gets it there. The shot, no good.
And that was almost one for the highlights. The long distance alley-oop, just a fraction off the mark.
No good from Maggette.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Ellington kicks to Olynyk. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Near the three-point line, it's Wade. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
And this quarter has been all about him. You feel every shot he's going to take is going in.
And Dorsey kicks to Maggette. And the pass to Muscala. Offline with his 3.
Well, even though he missed, you like seeing him taking that kind of shot. The defense must be better.
Back to Wade. Olynyk the pass to Wade. Olynyk sets a screen for Wade. Dragic with a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Wade. 11 points for Goran Dragic. Maggette kicks to Muscala. The feed to Maggette. They set the pick. Passes it to Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Miami's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Dragic dishes to Wade, shoots over Dorsey, misses the fallback J. The Hawks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Dorsey. The tray. Rebound by the Heat. Dragic with it. He's got 11. Winslow kicks to Wade. Feeds to Ellington. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Dorsey. The Hawks leading. 59 seconds left in the third. Here's Bembry. Ellington defending. And stolen by Ellington. Kicks it to Wade. Back to Ellington. Good ball movement here by Miami. Winslow, the pass to Ellington. Wade outside. Puts up a 3. Wade missing again. Atlanta's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Dragic against Maggette. Plumlee with the screen. And Muscala kicks to Bembry. Shoots over Ellington. The Hawks again can't hit. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. It's Atlanta leading by a point. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Head coach Mike Budenholzer is mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Hey, we got a lot of good looks. We're good. Keep getting stops. Everybody rebound.
Mike Budenholzer's offense creating opportunities. Then at the other end, wants his guys obviously to stay focused on defense.
And that's when they're at their best. I mean, when they finish possessions defensively, rebound, and get the ball back.
We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. We've got Lee, Mike Muscala out there with Collins, and it's Prince in its small forward. Here's Lee. It's hauled in by the Heat. Johnson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
To take the lead. That's good from Wade on the assist by Johnson. Wade's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Heat. Outside, Taylor. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. It's deflected. And here is Johnson. Wade outside. Goes up the baseline. Johnson gets the bucket. Now it's a 3-point Heat lead.
It's terrific basketball from Wade there to thread the pass to the wide open man for the clean look.
Taylor kicks to Muscala. Takes the 3. Drains the three-pointer.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Now here's Wade. Olynyk a screen on Lee. Wade dishes to Olynyk. Back to Wade. He feeds it to Johnson. Olynyk sets a screen for Johnson. Releases. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Lee passes to Collins. Over Johnson. Shot by Collins, no good.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Screen by Olynyk. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Much better job of just taking care of the basketball, really putting the onus on the defense.
And Miami making a change here. Whiteside's checked in. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Now, here is Muscala. He's covered by Whiteside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. The Heat have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Pass to Johnson. Whiteside a screen on Collins. The dish now to Richardson. Whiteside sets the pick for Richardson. To the middle. Off the screen. And it's laid in by Whiteside. And the Heat lead by 2.
Execution by Whiteside there on the pick and roll. Flawless. Diving right towards the basket and getting the ball in ideal position.
There's the pick. Collins a screen on Johnson. A floater. In deep. Prince drops it in. Prince has got the game tied up here for the Hawks.
And a terrific use of the floater. Unguardable, really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Over Prince. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
It's not so much just the made shots, it's the consistency of the made shots that's got his team the lead.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one falls for Johnson. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Taylor dishes to Prince. And Muscala kicks to Collins. Prince against Richardson. Prince the pass to Lee. 4 on the shot clock. Beyond the arc. Some solid defense from Johnson.
That's just poor shooting right now from him, and I'm not sure why he's even attempting those kind of shots.
The Hawks trail by 3. Lee outside. He dishes it to Muscala. He kicks it to Prince. There's a good screen. Shot off the pick. Gets the bucket and the foul.
2 shots, gentlemen.
That one's on Johnson.
Now is not the time to be giving him that kind of shot.
Well, there never really is, but you're right, especially coming down the stretch of a tight game. He's a guy you got to pay much closer attention to defensively.
Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Mike Muscala.
One shot.
And Miami has possession. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. Right side a screen. Wade dishes to Johnson. Collins against Johnson. 5 on the clock. Offensive rebound. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Taylor. Now the pass to Prince. And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Whiteside.
And you saw him gauging that pass there. He knew they were coming inside with it and got in position for the steal.
Lee in the posts. Wade is covering. Prince kicks to Taylor. Collins a screen on Johnson. There's the call on James Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Goran Dragic is checked in for Dwayne Wade. Now Taylor. Just 5 to shoot. To the wing on the left. The feed now to Collins. And here's Prince outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Johnson, the pass to Dragic. Right side a screen. Dragic dishes to Whiteside. Here's Johnson. Fouled in the act of shooting. A 3-point play chance coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
One shot.
The Hawks trail by 3. Picked by Lee. Taylor kicks to Collins. The Hawks working the ball around. Clock at 6. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Launches the 3. Rebound by the Hawks. Dedmon's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. With some arc. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 16th rebound on the night.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Johnson.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Hawks with possession here. It's a 5-point game. Taylor kicks to Prince. Here's Dedmon. On the wing, Lee. There's the screen. Just 5 on the clock. Prince, that's for 2. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Here's Dragic. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Dragic has got 9 points here in the second half. The Hawks trail by 7. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Lee outside. Passes it to Dedmon. Collins, a screen on Johnson. Here's Taylor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one's on Johnson. First one falls for him. That one is no good. Miami leading by 6. On the wing, Johnson. It's stolen. Outside, Taylor. Dishes it to Collins. Here's Dedmon. He's covered by Whiteside. And Whiteside sends it back.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
The kick out to Dragic. Tries again, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Here's Taylor. That one, no good. Dragic with some nice D. Miami's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Nailed from three-point land.
During his time in the NBA, Johnson has become a knockdown threat from that area of the court. You got to D him up out there.
Prince with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And he connects on the jumper. The screen did the trick. And that's 18 points for Prince.
That screen made it impossible for the defense to put up any kind of fight.
Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. Off the screen, and the jam by Whiteside.
Well, whenever Whiteside has a chance to dunk, man gon' dunk.
The Hawks trail by 9. Prince with a screen on Dragic. Taylor passes to Prince. They set the screen. The turnaround jumper. Johnson with the block. In the corner, it's Richardson. Pass to Johnson. Right side a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Dragic. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dedmon kicks to Lee. Feeds to Collins. The turnaround jumper. Count it. 1:41 left in the game. Miami leading by 7. Johnson with it. Right side a screen. And it's Dragic off the drive. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. And here is Lee. Kicks it to Taylor. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Collins, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. They get Hassan Whiteside. First free throw is good, and that trims the lead to 6. Wade, he's checked in for the Heat. So he gets them both.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Whiteside, a screen on Lee. Johnson the screen. Pass to Richardson. A 3-ball. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
The evolution of Josh Richardson is going to be very exciting for this organization. When he's sinking the catch-and-shoot jump shots, look out.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 8. 52 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.
And the D tried to get physical with him down low tonight, and it really backfired. Instead, he's just tore them up. He was aggressive, inviting the contact, and really just taking it straight to him.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Prince kicks to Taylor. Three-pointer. Buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
Right side a screen. Dragic dishes to Whiteside.
Clock's ticking. They got to get up a shot.
Yeah, and then you have to foul right away on the inbounds, maybe the first person who touches the ball.
Nails it!
And you'll take that shot every time down. Beautiful work all the way around.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Well, when it comes to free throws, Dragic is just money from the line.
Second one is good, hitting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Perfect from the line. It's now a 2-possession game.
Atlanta calls timeout. They trail by 5. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what's your take?
Well, I mean, if they can score, then they're going to have to foul immediately.
Well, I'm sure that's part of the discussion, not whether to foul, but maybe who.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Mike Budenholzer had some words for his team during the break. He talked about X's and O's, but he also said, hey, guys, we got to trust each other, stick together, and leave it all out on the floor. We'll see if they've got enough left to get over the top, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And they go to the intentional foul.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he ends up making the second, and that increases their lead to 6. 15 seconds left in the fourth. Taylor passes to Lee, and taken away by Johnson. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Out to the right wing. And Dorsey kicks to Bembry. It's money from deep. And so it's Miami winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Dwayne, you really got on the glass tonight. How did that happen?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
Well, you helped him in a big way, Dwayne. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. For Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.